Hey everyone, 1 minute and we'll be starting. What's up everyone, my name's Jack and welcome to said livestream. How are you all doing? My monitor is now an absolute mess, but welcome to said livestream. A bit of an impromptu one tonight. Thank you to that Filters Unknown has become a sponsor right in the middle of my intro, but welcome anyway. That actually came up via Streamlabs before it came up on the chat. That's impressive. Also, I fixed the webcam, by the way. I finally actually sat down and fixed it for 5 minutes before we actually got there. So yeah, thank you to Unknown for becoming a sponsor. Feel free to pop into our Discord and we'll give you the donator rank. I think also we'll probably give you a sponsor rank. Probably. Yeah, we'll look into that. Awesome, thanks anyway, man. We might give you the same sort of ranks as Patreon because technically it's the same thing. So yeah, we'll look into that. Awesome. Yes, welcome to the live stream. I'm still in the middle of setting up. My mouth is also really hurting at a minute, so unfortunately it's a pain for me to talk and I probably shouldn't be doing live streams, but I really listen to myself, so. I'm also dying for a drink as well. Right, I need to open a Snapchat a minute. I was discussing it is I currently have a mouth ulcer surrounding just right there, and it is really hurting me. So, geez, someone sent me a Snapchat from a different country, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's 9:29 now. So the good news is, for those asking about the Apollo, the last stream, she's now ready. And she'll be on the workshop very, very soon. And what I mean by that is, most of it's actually complete now. So yeah, let's take a look inside the finished Apollo. Now it still has a few additions to go into it. For example, we need to change a few things, do a little bit of paint decor, certainly on sections like this here. We also lit up all the hangar bay in here. Now it is glitchy because space engineers are too lazy to fix lights. So that is one issue we're currently facing. But other than that, most sections are lit up now. Still need to do the lights inside this tunnel here. But all corridors are now lit up completely. It looks magnificent. The rooms have got to be done, that's about it. But literally it's minimal work now, meaning this will be on the workshop very, very soon, which is awesome. Like I said, most of it's complete. Deck 3, I think it is now complete as well, which is very nice. All going through here, brilliant. Then we've got this sort of mid-section up here as well, doing very well. So yeah, altogether, I'm very happy with the Apollo. Like I said, it's going to be on the workshop very soon. And I think Venom even changed the engine room a bit. He was meant to do something in here, but I probably think he was lazy and didn't do anything, so. No, he's painted it grey a little bit. You could do a corvette lightly armoured fast, it would still have amount of punishment. Yeah, we got one of those. Called Hellhound. Halo vs Star Wars. I'm doing another battle next week, so yeah, look out for that. There'll be another battle next week. I think we're doing Halo vs Star Wars, or we're doing a First Order Dreadnought versus something. So yeah, look out for that. It's gonna be quite cool. Tea is brilliant. I was meant to be looking at this, wasn't I? There we go. So yeah, Apollo's coming on the workshop very soon. I'm very happy with this because people have been asking for a while now, and all I can say is sorry. Things do take a long time to get out. We're planning on doing like a special little video for people who remember. For people who remember Halo 4, if you remember one of the advertisements, which was the commissioning trailer for UNSC Infinity, we're thinking of doing one like this. It's like, you've got all the people stood there and go, today we commission the RWI Apollo to go forth and fuck shit up. You know, something like that, but more realistic. I'm probably going to write it in a couple of days' time or something, so yeah, look out for that. That corridor has a Battlestar looked at. Yeah, my corridors are inspired by Battlestar Galactica. I've literally so close to about to finish Battlestar Galactica. I think I'm on the last episode now. Oh, I'm just loving it. I know what happens to everything in the end, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. Sad thing about Battlestar Galactica, the actor who played Dr. Cuttle died yesterday, which is a bit of a shame to be honest, because he was one of my most favourite characters. Don't you think that's a bit much smoking around a pregnant lady? She'll live. One of the greatest lines he ever delivered. So yeah, Apollo's all done now. We need a new sort of ship to work on. I don't know what we're going to work on next. Probably tomorrow when I'm meant to be working, I'm going to draw a new ship. But because of the way this is based in my timeline, for you guys who are familiar when Planet Wars rolls around, the Apollo is actually 5 years old, I believe. So its class is actually quite old, really, in terms of ships and stuff. So I'm thinking of creating like a different class of the Apollo starships and calling it the Odyssey, because we know the Odyssey is the next one in range. So that's what we're thinking of doing. We also need a carrier as well, so that's going to come eventually. But yeah, I don't know. You got to look into that. Jack, I think I'm the only Brazilian alive. You'd be surprised, to be honest. I have a variety of an audience. Halo 4 side, Ryan move firefight. Yeah, I enjoyed Halo 4's multiplayer. Big Potato in space. I don't see how that kind of do. Yeah, okay. What is your fastest, most agile fighter you have made? I'll show off some fighters in a minute. Make a Death Star. As much as I would, it just wouldn't work in SC. I know someone is making a Death Star at a minute, I think. It's just not going to be, it's not going to be any cool. So yeah, that would be quite good. I think a Death Star would be quite interesting in the game. But yeah, not for a while. What the hell's over here? Oh, it's me. I was like, what's going on over here? So we've got a build area. Should we pilot the Apollo a minute? Let's do that. All ahead, flank speed. You can't really tell when she's moving apart from when you look at the windows. Greeting, Grand Admiral. How are you doing? Hi, Anna. Thank you for spamming the chat. Computer specs. Oh, she's old now. The computer's got an i7 4000 series in it, something. It's got a GTX 970 superclocked. And this ship has suddenly got really nippy in the last 10 seconds. Build a new bomber for Last Shadow. Already have one. I don't necessarily need to build it because Blinky was kind enough to build one for us. What do you think about Thingy's death? Nah, could have been made better. You could build a hammerhead corvette. Yeah, I was thinking of building one, like in the RWI style. That might be something we build very soon, and just give it like a different name. So yeah, maybe you can make Snoke ship. Funny you should say that. Look out for next Monday. You know, I usually do my ship reviews on Mondays. Look out for next Monday because you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna be very interesting. Does Venom Suits have a flag or a signature centre by? No, actually. There's, you guys might like this. I've been meaning to write the document for the last 2 days now, but I've just been so busy with work. I'm thinking of doing a little competition in my Discord server. The link is down below, by the way. Click that and join. The one on my screen, you need to use a lowercase s to join. But basically, I need a logo created for Redwood. And I was thinking, why don't we just hold like a giveaway or hold a competition on Discord, and whoever makes the best logo, which I like, whether it gets used or not, they win like $10 Steam gift card or something, or £10, which is like $13, I think, when you convert it. Something like that. I don't know the exact estimates these days. But yeah, they win a gift card, and I think that was quite a good idea. So if you guys do have any artistical talents and would like to create a logo for Redwood, look out in our Discord server. We're going to be holding a competition for it very soon. And look at that. Perfect bit of parking. She is a beauty of a ship. Jack, is there a chat on Discord later? There might be one. I don't know just yet. It depends how I'm feeling, because I was in my office from 8 AM today, and I got home at 8 PM, so I'm shattered. And it's literally now 8:38. I walked in the door, got a cup of tea, and yeah, sat down. Shout out, please. No, go get your own subscribers. That's how we do it on this channel. When is Space Enigma coming? I don't know, actually, because I'm writing it, but I'm just taking my time with it. So I don't actually have an estimated date for Enigma just yet. But I'm enjoying writing it for a change, so it's going to take however long it takes. What's her name? This is the Apollo. One mighty warship. Right, you guys wanted to see fighters. We'll leave that concept there for a minute. Let's get some of the RWI fighters out. So we've got the Sabre. This is probably the most usable version at the minute. It needs an upgrade. 203. Then we've got the 302, which is the older one, weirdly enough, and we just named him a different way around. I know it's a RWI 302. The Mark III, that's what we need. There you go, the refined version. The one that used to win me all the space battles. So yeah, we may create another RWI fighter very soon. But yeah. Time to redeem myself. GG. Jack, you should build a Starfarer. Is that one for Star Citizen? Is that what I'm thinking? Maybe we could build that. When will Planet Wars prequel be released? I've not wrote it yet, so... Freddie, I answered your question a minute ago. Say thank you for your planet-based videos to help me out a bit. Oh really? It's been ages since I created. I still actually play planet-based like at lunchtime sometimes, because I've got it on my work laptop, which can actually run Space Engineers, but I just used to play planet-based when I'm on trains and stuff, just because I like the game. I find planet-based really enjoyable. I remember last year when YouTube we bought a most fleet. Yeah, that's what we're using for the thumbnail. So these are RWI fighter classes. We've got the Sabre here. I'll give you a little quick tour of it. It's basically like a small short form Inceptor. Kind of inspired by the Viper in a way from Battlestar. But it operates relatively quick and fast. So yeah, I like it. It needs a few upgrades though, because it's only got this one giant thrust on the back. And once you take it out, she's done. Ooh. And it's very hard to control, especially with speed. Make a ship crash on planet Earth or something. We made all the ships crash so far. The Apollo is actually one ship that won't crash. I want a PC so bad. Get a job and save. Jack, I've already asked this question, but how many classes are the ships are there? I don't know off the top of my head at a minute. There's quite a few. You should put me on the Apollo. The Apollo's actually staffed with the latest RWI fighters. Okay. See, I'm currently in F8 mode, and the computer thinks it's spinning. Alright. So the Apollo will actually have these fighters docked on board. I think it'll have 8... No, it should have 16 accessible. So it should have 16 fighters accessible to itself. Is what we're counting the Apollo at. That may change at a later date. But the thing is, the Apollo is a film ship. It's not actually a proper warship, essentially, to be used in RWI. So it'll have as many fighters as it needs to be within realistic value. It's not going to have 100 on it, for Christ's sakes. I'm wearing a blue spacesuit because we were filming a certain scene with Venom, so yes. I was attempting to design a new fighter, but I've not actually got anywhere yet. I don't really do good with small ship designs. So yeah, that's the only downside to me. This is the cargo ship we was working on though, and it's slowly coming together. No, this is not the cargo ship, Jack. This is the cargo ship. That was the shell. So yeah, this is the cargo ship we was working on, and yeah, it is coming together very nicely. So I'm looking for this to be built very soon. Yeah. What I might do is, because this is meant to look the older style of ships, we'll do this. How many attack drones do the other have? Doesn't really use drones, so none. Probably be the best question, or best answer. What are you going to name a cargo ship? Oh, we'll name it something at some point. So, I don't know. It's got thrusters hidden inside it, so we don't have that much to fear on it. Yeah, it works rather well. I'm happy with the way this ship's coming, so. I know it needs a few more side thrusters, but that's about it. When's the next part of Alien Survival? Like, probably in about a week or two's time. Alien Survival is slightly delayed a minute because Ike is busy and I'm quite busy. So you got a few extra episodes of Colony for a bit. Just to test how well people are going to like Colony and engage with that. So it's going to be pretty interesting. There you go, that works perfectly fine. Let's go to our gravity generator, do not need that. Just going to put in some lovely floors around here. That's the wrong way up. Nope, wrong way up again. Can someone stop switching my floors around, please? Rather inconvenient. Make a carrier. I'll make a carrier eventually. At the minute, kind of happy with what we're making. So yeah, carrier will come in time. It is on the list, so don't worry. I just need to get like an actual design I'm happy with before I go and make a carrier. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Now the reason the ship's being built like this is because it's got to look similar to the Defender essentially, and it kind of does already, which is the look we're going for. So we're making it there. And obviously things will get resigned eventually. Name the cargo ship Liberty. Now Liberty's a warship name in my mind. How'd you get into that build mode? Press F8. Easy way of doing it. There we go, let's modify a little bit of this. Probably do some too, can't we? We can. Excellent. There you go, makes it stand out a little bit different. Nominate your ship. Yeah, we can look over ships or anything. Cool car ship Bessie, that just doesn't sound sci-fi. Can I design a ship in drawing and send it to you? Yeah, sure, you can send it to me. Looks like a little Tari inspiration. I mean, the Apollo does. That's obviously inspired by the Daedalus. So you're right on that fact. Make a main battle tank with planets. I'm not really working on ground units at the minute. Ground units aren't really my cup of tea, so we'll probably get around to them eventually, but at the minute I'm making a bit more of a Starfleet. I want to focus more on the industrial side of things as well, because I know a few of you guys want to see that, and we're just fleshing out a bit of the lore as well, because it's just some stuff I want to iron out, really. But yeah, we're going to do a bit more industrial stuff. That's why I'm sort of making the cargo ship and stuff. Can I be mods? Probably not, because I don't know who you are. There you go. Now, it looks ugly, but don't forget it's a cargo ship, so it's meant to. That's my excuse for shipbuilding techniques. Is that doing a colour paint scheme? It is as well. I wonder why everything's looking brighter and happier. Daedalus, yeah. That's how you pronounce it. Daedalus. It's Daedalus. Is how some people pronounce it. It's Colonel Stephen Cardwell of Daedalus. I need the ramps. No, not that. That can turn off. There we go. Dun dun dun. Give me the ramp is what I need. There we go. Heavy armor ramp. Lovely. That's not what I needed actually. It's not that. Let's take the normal ramp. Take us home, brother. I really want to play Halo on stream at some point. I'm thinking of doing a few streams on Twitch of just playing Halo, because I think that might be quite cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think playing? Shitting hell. That was lovely. So this is the trouble. Space Station's fucked around with the building mode for the game, and it just made things a little bit more shit like this. Like now, because I'm rotating blocks and stuff like that, is the reason we just sped off at light speed. Or we could have just left it like that, as it was in the first place. Are we going to defense turrets on it? Yeah, we're going to put like a few POD defense turrets on it, and that's going to be it. Nothing too substantial. So, it's kind of what we're looking for anyway. I know there's going to be points throughout here of just things hooked up to cargo wires. Yeah, that's what one thing we're going to do. For example, that there is going to come out. And we're probably going to hook up a few weapon points on that as well. Well, yeah, cargo ship will have very minor defences, won't have many. We'll have huge wings over the Apollos themselves. So basically, the Apollo has these huge wings here to protect itself from armour plating. Particularly because a couple of its key engines are hidden here. Without these things, they're actually easy hit. So yeah. How about Fitzgerald? Again, it doesn't sound very cargo-y. I don't know whether the cargo ship will get a defined name, but it'll get a class name. That's probably about it. RWI Deliverer, yeah. The RWI UPS. We'll ask UPS if we can borrow a name for half hour. Oddly enough, that sits in quite well. I like it. It sounds like it makes it look different. Just joined. Welcome. Why don't you put blasters or blocks on the back of the cargo ship? Like where? Do you mean like there? I mean, again, it's a cargo ship, so it's not going to have like massive amounts of like armor and stuff. So, RWI Hermes. Yeah, what a shit company that is. If you guys follow my other Twitter account, I've obviously got many. You'll just see me ranting about Halo on a general basis. Not Halo, Hermes on a fucking general basis. Because it's just terrible. I think I lost loads of my stuff over Christmas, which is really annoying. You think for a company, it's like, come on. Where's iTunes gone? Yeah, you. What music do we want? So about a bit of Dax. I don't mind Icarus. There'll be a warship named Icarus, because obviously the home planet of RWI is Icarus. Please look at my comments on episode 11 of Alien Survival, and please do everyone in a comment plus those from Colony Survival. I'll probably read through comments probably in the next 24 hours, so you'll either get a reply. I'm being slow with comments a minute just because I've not got the time to do it. RWI Amazon. This is the Amazon. We should actually call it that as like a running joke. That'd be quite funny. A couple of things I need to install is just cargo elements down here. Could do it roughly there. That works. Then what we'll do is we'll install these quick things in here, which is very nice. There you go, they fit in there. Now they're not connected just off the bat, which isn't a big problem. Because what we're using them to do is sort of like cargo terminals, essentially. Because down here they'll have sort of connectors for things they can latch onto. Which is sort of how it's going to work in hindsight. That's the way I'm sort of looking at it anyway. But that will be refined in a minute. It's just a basic thing there because I've got a small idea. I'll let you know. I'll do a late delivery. Obviously the bridge is going to contain a few things on the back here, but nothing too substantial. Could make a ship naming the Bessie. We probably could do it at some point as a running joke, but I wouldn't confirm a ship name class to that because it sounds a bit weird. Could do though. There's no saying we can't. After all, the sky's the limit. I think I might forget name suggestions at a minute, guys, to be honest, because I'll probably just end up forgetting them anyway. If you ever do want to suggest names for Starship stuff, feel free to pop in the Discord server and leave them in video suggestions. But then again, we do have a reef of names we use anyway, so don't worry too much about it. Regulus. That'd be quite cool. Name it after the icon winner. Yeah, we could do that. Whoever wins the competition for the Redwood icon, we name a ship class after them. That'd be a good idea, like we name one of the new destroyers. That bridge is going to need some refinement in a bit, because I don't like this. I like the idea of that coming up like that. A bit difficult to curve it in though. Actually, no, it isn't. If we do this... Fucking game. This annoys me when things were perfect in the first place and then they come along and change them. It's like we had everything in perfect working order and now you've come back and bloody ruined it all. Nice one, Keen. But hey, you can't complain about things. At least progress is being made. I know we take a piss out of Keen a lot, but they are quite helpful sometimes. Sometimes. Especially Zockley. Community manager Zockley is really helpful with Space Invaders. There you go. We'll probably work on this a bit more later, but for a basic bridge so far, it's looking good. As I mentioned, guys, we're fine for name suggestions in a minute, because mostly if you put them in a stream, they'll be forgotten anyway. So feel free to come comment them in my Discord server's video suggestions bit, because that's where we'll actually remember them. Because if they're put in a stream chat, they're just lost forever, so... Jack, would you play Empire and Galactic Survival? I may do at some point. Yeah, Anthony, how you doing? Yeah, it's coming together slowly. I mean, the cargo ships aren't meant to look the prettiest anyway, so I think we're doing a pretty good job having it like this. Hello, Hootears, how you doing? Death Star versus Stalker base. That would be really interesting. Stream lag. We're all green on my side, must be your side. Good morning, good evening. How about a dedicated tanker? Yeah, that's the next thing we got planned, is like a tanker sort of hydrogen carrying ship. So look out for that very soon. Oh, piss. That's a bad idea, actually. What did you just shoot at? I suppose we'll find out what it shot at in about 10 years. Needs to look worn out in my eyes, just in my video. Oh yeah, we'll do eventually. Like I say, we're just detailing in a minute. We can't do everything at once. I didn't realize we had a cockpit on the hull either. Whoops. Like I say, at a minute we're just doing these sort of minor details to the ship. No, we need it that way. We're going to have two basic Gatling guns on there. They act as our POD defences. I'm not about going to build... Oh, don't worry, it takes me bloody years to get one ship done. I won't worry about it. Why don't we just... While that is sitting there a minute, let's scroll a minute. RWI. What ships do we have on here which we've not touched in a while? This won't work, but... A laterally structured ship. Probably could do at some point. This is the old helicarrier we used to have. It's the helicarrier for RWI is still a thing. It just doesn't look like this anymore, the concepts. I can't remember if this was the concept one, or it was a redone one. This might be the redone one, because it's got engines on it, and it's painted black and red. Yeah, this one looks like the redone one. Got a blue alert. Do you know how do you do that click and blag? Press control. So if you want to do a straight line, what you do is you do this. That's you hold down control and just drag. Hold down control and mouse button 1. Ta-da. Now if you want to do like a plate of blocks like this, hold down control shift and mouse button 1 and ta-da. Like that. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is our RWA helicarrier. It's oh Jesus Christ, that's quite a scary cannon. So the idea and story behind this was it's a helicarrier based on Icarus, the home world of RWI, and when it came under attack, this was launched as sort of like a mobile command center for planetary battles. It was quite a good idea we had at the time. It will be brought forward eventually, but it's just something that needs to be redesigned quite heavily. Do you like this week's episode of Star Trek Discovery? Yes, this week's episode of Star Trek Discovery was amazing, and for those who are still criticizing Discovery, you need to watch this because it was amazing. I think this ship here was the original Apollo. You should have more subs. I mean, we're getting there, to be honest. I don't know what's that now. Yeah, we're almost at 70,000, so that's gonna be quite cool. We hit 68k on the 5th, and we hit 69k on the 9th, and we're on the 10th now, aren't we? Yeah, we are. So this ship here is what gave birth to the Apollo, but we've then obviously redesigned it. As soon as it's actually gonna. There you go. So this was the original Apollo before we redesigned it. As where it is now. So yeah, look at this ship. When we turn the camera around. Oh, there we go. Look at this ship for a good 5 seconds while I drink tea. There you go. You've had a look at that ship. Now look at this ship. So this is the predecessor, don't forget. This is the original Apollo. What do you think of the difference? I think the upgrade is worth it. Will you be playing Dual Universe on release? Yes, I'm really good friends with the Dual Universe guy who's behind it. Jason Jean-Christophe Bali is how you pronounce his name. It wasn't Jason. I read Star Discovery and thought Jason Isaacs for a minute. Yeah, so I'll be covering Dual Universe. I've made quite a few videos on it to start with. It's just getting around to it and covering it again at some point. Phantom. Oh, we've explored the Phantom before. Phoenix, Valkyrie, Discovery, Exodus, we ain't touching that. Helicarrier, the fucking hell, that's an old joke. It's basically, if you remember in Planet Wars episode 41, we burnt parts of the Serenity by using the carrier's laser beam. Well, actually, the carrier's laser beam didn't work, so we built this little thing and we just nicknamed it the fucking hell while it was doing some stuff, which is quite funny. Got a prototype for Phoenix for Alliance. I'm just seeing what other ships we have here at a minute. Got a Pathfinder Shuttle. Project Exodus is still here. The A-25 Argo, an old rover. Don't know if this still works. This is before hydrogen came along. That's how old it is. So yeah, this could be Argo rover, obviously based off the Star Trek one. So yeah, this is obviously scrapped in favour of a new one. We're always still going to come back to that at some point because it's quite a good ship. Or, forget. RWI, I just got to the C-21s, didn't I? Here we go. So these are the C-21 frigates. They probably won't spawn anymore, but it was worth a try. Yes, Lone Wolf, you was on the film crew. That was quite cool. So this is the predecessor to the Defenders. This is how they evolved over time. So we're going like a long time back into RWI now. So this is what the Defenders evolved out of. And this one's called Phoenix for some reason. But yeah, so you know what Defenders look like now. This was the original Defender. We didn't have hangar doors back then. But yeah, we didn't even have like the plates we use now for stairs. So yeah, that's quite cool. So you can see where the Defender's born out of. We did have azimuth back then apparently. But yeah, this ship was shit. But you can see like how the Defender was born. We didn't even have bloody stairs. And we kept the bridge the same as well. Yeah. So that is the C-21. And that's why we sometimes refer to the Defenders as the C-21. Now this should be the C-22 combat frigate, which is the first edition of the Defender, I believe. We're going to check into it. I just what space is last week. Any tips? Also, I don't know how to save and spawn ships on different saves. Save ships is pretty easy. Control B if you want to blueprint them. So if you do Control B on this ship, it'll appear on this list under what its name is. So this one's the C-22. So it'll appear there. May the force be with you, Luke. Always. Could you do a vid where you ban a huge ship? We probably could do. I was actually thinking of taking the Apollo and making sort of like a Warzone map out of it, where like a PvP map, the inside, so like the bridge and everything else becomes a fighting contest. I think it'd be quite cool. Hey Tyler, not to worry. Don't worry, you can also catch it on archive. You've only missed about 30 minutes of it. So this is obviously the first edition of the update of the Defenders, and what led into the future versions of it. It went really well, and we was kind of really happy with how this came out. Obviously, you now know what the Defenders look like. They look way outdated. But I still think it's quite cool to have these archived, because they are what gave birth to what we now know as RWI, and I think it's cool. So let's get down there. We've got Defenders. So these are where the Defenders came in. The Lancer is an old thing. Hyperion, that's a non-crash version. I like how we have to specify. This is a broken hangar module, I believe. Yeah, this is a hangar module we use for something. Yeah, we used this for like a Warzone thing we were doing at some point. Oh, this is a long time ago. Back on a different channel. That's why it's got nameplates on it. But these were like different hangar bays we used for everything. And they kind of proved a point and went really well. Again, with these builds, we didn't have hangar doors at the time. So we was forced to use pistons with these sort of types of hangar doors. And weirdly enough, they work. Wow, look at that. In this day and age, that never would work again. And obviously it had glass in between as well, so you could just like nip between each one's hangar. And it's quite a cool thing, because they did basically connect by these merge blocks, which are hidden in here. So it's almost like a proto sort of hangar thing. RDI could deploy to certain locations. A bit like that Trade Federation droid ship they have. Or, you know, the supply ship. You see it in Empire War and things like that. It's quite cool. What else do we have? We've got the Sabres. We've got the Short Sabres. The Sparrow is a shite ship, which is going to get removed. The Station. Unless he means that's Cyrus. The Stalker class was something that needed to be redone at some point. So yeah, spawn this in a minute. I don't know if we had a station. Oh, I know which one is. Yeah, so this was a prototype RWI station we was using based off Anchor 9 from Halo. And it was actually shaping up to be something good. I just never got around to finishing it. So we might finish this at one point. But yeah, it was serving up to be quite good because it could dock quite a few ships and everything. Like I said, we might finish this at some point. Because it was coming along. But it's just like the sheer capacity of it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should this be finished at some point? You tell me. Do you reckon there should be another station in RWI at some point? Oh, you think it should be finished at some point? Awesome. Oh, we probably will do it at some point. Like I say, I think it's a good station compared to Cyrus at the minute. So yeah, we'll definitely look into that. It's going to be stripped of all non-important things around here anyway, so it makes sense. We're basically basing it off Anchor 9 from Halo Reach. So if you played Halo Reach, you know what it's like. Awesome. Well, we'll keep that there anyway. That's something else to do on a rainy day. And it seems to be in England. We get a lot of them. The Stalker class, I named this because it's a stealth ship. This was, I don't know what this is based off now. It reminds me of an Arquitins for some reason. There you go, so this was the Stalker class. It was almost like a stealth ship that would sit on the edge of systems and essentially stalk things. That's why I named it. This thing was really weird. I probably will redo some of these classes at some point, because like I say, this was built when we didn't even have hydrogen thrusters, I don't think. Yeah, we're using industrial thrusters. Yeah. Long range supply thing. And we could do it at some point. Does anyone remember from Halo, the supply ship, the UNSC Cradle? That one. If you read the books and stuff like that, and I don't think it's featured in any games, but the Cradle was like this long range repair ship station that would slip space in and just basically repair ships on command. It was eventually sacrificed to win a battle. Oh, this is very old. This is what gave birth to the Sabre. A very short form ship. Does it still work? It's been ages since I've used Ion. Don't need a command ship. I've got a command ship. It's the Apollo. Oh dear. Oh. We took out an engine. No biggie. We're gonna crash again. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. The ship isn't very easy to control. I don't think Ion is either, to be honest. And there we go, I've killed myself already. Nice. Yeah, I do probably need like a more customized command ship at some point, but at the minute I have the Apollo, which could serve as my default flagship, I suppose. It's essentially meant to be my character's flagship, so it makes sense. It is just a good looking ship. We've done good on this. Like, it took a while to get it out, but I'm happy with it. I need my own ship. I do at some point. We should like create my own class of ship. But I'm really proud of how this one came out, so yeah. It's like I say, it's got a few more bits of work to do on it. We've got to redo some of the computers on it because they're messing up. And just redo several extra sections and just like spice them up a bit. But apart from that, we probably could modify a flagship. Any kamikaze ship builds? Not really. Do you have access during this constant alpha? I have a level of access. It needs more guns. Not really. These are the same amount of guns for that universe, so. It does its job. Like we showed in the stream on Saturday, it can really kick ass. These cannons mixed with a Bofors as well. Yeah, it's fine. It'll handle its own. Especially with the main cannons as well. No one really argues with the main guns anymore. Can I make a tour video for a large ship? I just got the game. I don't know how to build. Big ship, please help me. Maybe at some point we can. Railgun builds. Build a ship and name this the ship. Oh, German for ship. Oh, okay. So we're going to build a ship and name it ship, but just in German. It's time for the Jedi to end. How long have you been playing Space Marines? What, this session or altogether? Altogether, it's over 2,000 hours now. This session, about 40 minutes, I think, or 50. Have any long-range fighters? Not really. These are only sort of fighter classes we have, which need to be upgraded at some point. But alas, we've not done it yet. I need to Google something quickly. Let's do a wee little bit of research a minute. We should make a stealth fighter ship. Yeah, we do at some point. Like a sort of a cloak ship, because there's something I'm going to write into RWS soon, which is going to be quite cool. I'd like to build a lightning from 40k. I know what you mean. I see many spacecrafts. I know it's basically the main part of the game, but do you have any ground vehicles or tanks or something? Tanks are being worked on at the minute. I'm not ready to show them off yet, but we have them. Do you impressive ships and fighter craft? I hereby give you the Imperial Seal of Approval. Thank you, Emperor. All fighters long range from creative mode, exactly. You should build a ship that brings in troops into the atmosphere. This essentially was what this is meant to be as well. Although this is a cargo ship, it also does serve as like a support ship, due to the fact it can store rovers and stuff inside here. So you will see a few of these in military service, which is quite cool. You need a ship to engage planetary targets from orbit. Ta-da! It's this ship. The arsenal on the ground here. It'll bombard something. Also the giant cannon at the front here. You can't really argue with this ship. It's multi-purpose. You could attempt to implement the cloaking mod. I don't mind that mod, but I'm not ever a fan of it. Why so many spoilers, Jack? What, for RWI? I said I'm going to implement it. I didn't give you any spoilers. Trying to search up different types of carriers. Make an LR torpedo. Okay, I don't know. Torpedo. I don't think we need a torpedo. Would the Apollo be good in survival? No, it's not made for survival ready, so you're probably not going to be able to get it to survival ready. Please build a board cube. I don't really do ship recreations, so... Well, I thought normal weapon propulsion missions couldn't go with planetary orbit, but in film they can, so... We want an RWI gunboat. I want a lot of things, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. Some hot vulture droid action. I actually did a video on vulture droids before, so... The Watchtower, Discovery or Jack. Discovery you can watch it anytime. Me, you've only got until now to watch. So I'm going to vote me. Which is awesome. Right, I've got something to test quickly. Which you guys might like. Awesome. Little concept thing I'm going to come up with. That's the wrong block. I need my fighter. Dun, 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 dun. A working spaces group called VAD. Could you give me advice on ship style? Define it yourself, really. Jack, do you have an address that fans can send fan mail to? Yes, I'll drop it in a bit. Any space engineers? We're in creative mode and it's run out of hydrogen. Well, I got the point across anyway, so. Love it when creative just does not work. Always brings a tear to my eyes. This is sort of like just a prototype experiment. I would love having a Battlestar in SC. Part of me wants to create a Battlestar for RWI, seeing as we managed to rip off a bloody Daedalus, so we could rip off a Battlestar as well. But that's bad, we can't do that. So as I say, this is just a little prototype I'm going for. Now this ship essentially acts as like a giant carrier for starships. This can just go over here a minute. There you go. So this is just like a hollow frame at a minute. This would be hangar deck 1, which is just for fast action fighter launch. Whereas this would be the main hangar deck. You'd see a lot of repairs and stuff going on here and things like that, which would be the idea. Would be a cool helicarrier concept. Yeah, it would be actually. Could be a bit of a cool concept. Not too sure about it though. Oh, piss. Yeah, so this essentially acts like a carrier thing like that. So that's the idea I'm going for. Something like a multi-tiered thing. So you'd have like 2 launch tubes essentially on top of each other, and then you'd have sort of command functions on different decks and things like that. That's what I'm going for. But I don't know as of yet. We'd have to see. I'm not too sure. Because also how long it'd have to be as well. So we're going to build an next truck. I want to build like a carrier next, but it's just sort of figuring out the design for it is how it's going to go. So yeah, that's going to be like the great challenge, the great experiment for the Excelsior class. So I would quite like a carrier. I'm essentially just wireframing a build at the minute. Before I commit too heavily to something, I just like to know I get the right feel right. Because you can change the feel after a bit, but... Fighters launch at the bottom and transports balls from top. Yeah, that's the idea. So fighters can launch it at both. I'm thinking having like a hotbed for transports at the top as well. Particularly gunships and stuff. It shapes up rather well. Because you certainly have a good sort of curved section here. Yeah. I like it. Should put an orbital cannon. Again, don't really need one. There's no like much call for an orbital cannon in my universe, so that's why I don't really like having them. Again, this is purely just a prototype because I want to draw this properly at some point. I tend to draw a lot of ships if I build them, just to pictualize them. If it's going off my own mind as well, then yeah, that's typically how I do ships. So if anyone who's want to take inspiration on that, I do find drawing is like a good method of settling in on design. And just basically wireframe it like I'm doing now. Don't cock it up like I'm doing now, that's a bad idea. There you go. Now we've got more of a feel of how the base sort of carcass of a ship would operate. Yeah, I like it. We can see if that's something that could work. How far is dropped from the bottom like an Imperial Star Destroyer? I don't really like that. I like coming out of launch tubes a bit like Battlestar. Will RW have a counter to the Shadow Super Ship? Yes, it will. Watching during class. Hello, class. Edjack, what are you building today? I'm prototype designing a carrier at the minute. Edjack, will be a Reliant class ships. Yeah, Reliant class is a thing. It's coming soon. Just needs a few more upgrades. Then it's essentially a buddy to a Phoenix. Is that our Shuttle still up here? It is as well. This is broken in a minute though, isn't it? Yeah, we don't have the mod. Oh, shit the bed. Essentially how this could operate. I don't know. Could be possible. Ours needs a ship which is built around one huge cannon. It really doesn't. A Mega Class Destroyer is one. Oh, it was. I've never heard of that. Dusk official gameplay trailer, new open world survival. Is that the what's Dusk again? Is that what I'm thinking of? Sad my YouTube's been so slow at loading today. Open world. I might have seen it. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, I came across my Kickstarter a couple of years. Don't make some flat, please. It's not the finished design. Don't worry. Well, big cannon. Again, we don't really need big cannon. It's not really a thing. I mean, like the Apollo over there's got like 8 cannons on the front of it. Can use heavy armor. I don't use heavy armor with most of my ship builds because there's no point. Again, they're cinematic, so. Elite, like I answered a minute ago, we do have the Reliant class. It's coming very soon. It's partially built. It just needs refinements on computers and equipment like that. The Eclipse, please. Eclipse is already on the workshop. Hey Tom, how you doing? Other faction in the RWS. Yeah, we got the Shadows like that. We got the GC, which is the Galactic Council. A lot of their ships look similar. Oh yeah, I saw the Payday game, yeah. I'm quite a fan of Payday 2. I don't play as much as I should, but... Make a massive carrier. That's what we're aiming to do here, because this could carry quite a few starships inside it. But it's just sort of like sizing it up and making sure it's going to fit. Because I'm not too confident on the design. It could be a possibility, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, cargo ship's also complete. That's the benefit. Hello everyone, what did I miss? Not much. What's Super Chat? Super Chat is where you get your name on the screen like that, and you can deliver a message to me and help support the stream. You also get the donated rank as well. Is that me down there? It is me down there. Make sure a Big Bertha cannon. Again, we don't really need the Big Bertha cannon. I don't see a point in it. So yeah. Helicarrier, already got one. Not a big fan of helicarriers either. Like I say, we don't need Big Bertha when it's actually got these cannons like this. Plus, I don't think Big Bertha works anymore. RWI stands for Red Industry. Needs to be taller. Not really, because RWI fighters are only 2 blocks in height. So, having it 5, and then transports are only 3 blocks. So having us at 6. Perfect, in my mind. I like it. Can you build like a hangar for a Corvette? I mean, we don't really have one. How many fighters do you carry hold? That one over there, well, we're not worked out yet because we're just creating sort of like a base frame. So I don't think we've got any other carrier prototypes, do we? Ugh. I love how the Shadow Helicarrier. Is it still it? The one from Planet Wars is still here. Don't you shoot a single bloody thing. It is quite fun seeing this thing again. Even after what Venom bloody did to it. Nah, it's fun. I actually really enjoyed filming that scene where we just rammed this straight into the Shadow Carrier. Was quite funny. It was a nice carrier as well. Like, we did modify it quite extensively. What about gunships? Well, I mean, we have a Valkyrie, so that's kind of our gunship as well. What is he making? I'm just making some stuff. Being original is better than copying from other stuff. It's not really copying when it's inspired, though. I mean, if you've got any builds, feel free to show. You can launch the fighters from high resistant launches for fighters from around us. From a hangar bay. I just joined. Welcome, Grayson. How you doing? Yo, I shot. How you doing? I'm at school at Christmas, so we said. Okay. Right. Have a good day, Captain. Thank you. I've already had my day, but I'll probably have a good one tomorrow when I go back to work, so. We're supposed to be bigger, the Apollo with carrier design, because it looks massive. I mean, the Apollo isn't meant to be bigger. Apollo is the size it's meant to be. So. That's what we go for. Thank you, Rover. I know how to design ships. We've got one sat in front of me. Serenity. Yep, Serenity's on the workshop now. You can go and check it out. It needs to be updated again soon because one of the mods broke, but apart from that. I did like the idea, the fact we basically built the helicarrier to be a mobile flying base, especially with the landing pad and stuff split on the side. It was really cool. Ben did a good job on it. First time watching a live stream, welcome. Will you have a other Reliant class ship or not? Yeah, like I said, Elite Stalker, we do have a Reliant class. Will be on the workshop very soon. Do I build a tall spaceship with 3 bridges? Do we need a 3-bridge spaceship? I don't think we do. Make sure a big bertha and call it the father class. I don't like using a big bertha. It doesn't seem realistic to me. To a point. It's too small. Like I say, guys, you forget, RWI isn't... For what we show here, some of it may not work, but when it comes to editing and making it into machinimas, we essentially make sure it works. That's how we do it. Which is quite cool, when you think about it. But yeah. So don't fret, the Apollo will be on the workshop very soon. It's going to be quite cool. What's better, small ship, better for small ship turrets or fixed guns? Probably fixed guns. You're the best. Thank you, Simba. You should make some dreadnoughts. We do have a dreadnought that's slowly being made. I can show it off a little bit. It's just literally a little design we're going for, but I've not touched it in ages. So yeah. It was called the Exodus class, and it's not finished whatsoever. But it's basically meant to be like a rival for Unity Infinity. And this was a prototype for it. It's just not working. At the minute. It was designed a long time ago. So yeah. Desire to have a dedicated bomber? Nope, we make multi-purpose starfighters. So no one's won the bridge, you are. What? Be more Star Wars or Clone Wars battles. I will make some more at some point. It's just like I said, I don't want to oversaturate it because else it's become boring to make. Like, I'm already kind of bored of the Clone Wars battles because we've made quite a few of them. So I'll give it a break for a bit and we'll make some more. Where the hell is iTunes gone? Disco. Make a Venator RWI ship. We don't really need to. I think I'm building a starship sooner or later. What should I name? I'd say the Olympia, that's quite cool. The Spanish Inquisition. Inquisition. Fucking hell. Kills them 3 IMCK. Good look at that. How many Deadless classes can be? There's 5. Obviously, 2 already destroyed, but... So yeah, this was the Exodus class and was meant to come out ages ago. That was one hell of a big RWI ship. It was meant to be anyway. Then also we have the Vengeance as well. I wonder if we can paste this in just underneath. So the Vengeance was actually meant to be a science starship, even though it's bigger than the Apollo. Then in the Apollo's, although it's like a battleship, benefit of writing and designing on universe, you don't have to conform with difficult standards and stuff like that. So we go, oh, it's too small. It's like, well, no, that's what it's made to be. So yeah, this was a Vengeance, which was originally designed in Minecraft, funnily enough. And I like this ship. It's just getting back and actually making it again at some point, and making it a usable RWI ship, because it needs some refinement, like heavy refinement. It's almost meant to be our sort of Star Trek ship in a way. And this thing had quite a lot. It's meant to be like a long-range exploration, but it also serves like a capital warship. So it's pretty cool. And I like this one, because it gave things a run for their money. Because look how big it is compared to the Apollo. If this thing pulled up, you're like, hey, how you doing? But a self-healing ship. That could be an interesting idea. Do an Infinity Inspire Mothership / home base. We could do. When are you going to finish the Exodus? It's going to need to be a complete redesign at some point. Would you consider putting the scaffolding of your prototypes on the workshop? Maybe at some point, but I kind of like giving my prototypes myself. Vengeance like the Galaxy class starship from Star Trek. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Not really though. Hello, Jeremy. Sunspire sounds cool. Spear. Sunspire or Spear? I don't know. Yeah, most of Vengeance was actually complete, which is the weird part. We just never got around to updating like critical parts. Like the engine room was a pain in the ass to do. There's just tons of stuff built on board. Even a bridge was here. Because basically what it was meant to be was a giant exploration ship. So yeah. I liked it. Make sure with remote control missiles. Could do it at some point. I like the guided missiles mod. That's quite cool. Also build a gun on a planet when it comes out of the ground. Build a big gun on a planet when it comes out of the ground. We could do. Like orbital defenses, essentially. A giant ion cannon. See, this ship's so old. It was made when we didn't have corner lights as well. That just gives you the date on it. We'll be a season 2 for Colony Survival. We're still on bloody season 1. Calm your horses. We're on episode 3, for Christ's sakes, Tom. Calm down, man. Yeah, this ship was way too big. I want to see something fun. Awesome. Gatlin's offline. Power on. Bring us around. When is Season 2 Survival? Season 2 Survival's already out. It's called Alien Survival. We're on 11 episodes now. We've been going for that for a while now. Is every ship we made survival ready? Nope. I don't really make ships survival ready because I don't really have the time and I make things in creative. So the Apollo won't be survival ready. In its capacity, it's not able to be as well. Just casually crashing ships, don't mind me. Oh wow, that took out a lot more than I expected. Let's just casually get rid of a bridge as well. Weird enough, that didn't cause much damage to us. I think we are stuck, aren't we? I was casually ramming ships now. Oh, we just took off an engine. Warning, red alert. Let's just break the captain's ready room. I should have took out a few windows. That's woken everyone up. Please put a fan address in. 2 seconds, I'll find it. Right, well, you guys can watch this just go weirdly around. I will put in that fan address for Tyler a minute. What PC do you play on? My PC is custom built by myself. So yeah, all custom built by myself. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Oh, we've got a cause fire on deck too. If you want my PO box address, it'll be updated in the description in about 2 mementos. There you go. My PO box address is in my description, so Tyler, feel free to go and send anything to that you like. Obviously, it's in the UK, I mean, so yeah, let's get rid of that now. Awesome. Right, clean up operations are complete, Captain. There is a bit of rubble flying around out here, so let's get rid of that in a minute. Dun, dun, dun. Literally moving. Let's get rid of them. 3, 2, 1. Done. So Tyler, feel free, it's down in the description, so it's all updated. Just make sure you write all the details down correct and it'll go through to me. Never mind, should look like that, lol. I'm young, that's the benefit. For the minute anyway. Your cargo ship should be renamed a ramming ship, I know, right? Hey Tahiti, how you doing? Build a warp ship like the Ring in Star Wars, except for a big ship. The Ring in Star Wars? A warp ship in Star Wars? What's your favourite Star Wars ship? I don't know, to be honest. I watched this go, it's pretty weird. No, it's not. Do a Planet Season 2? We are. It's called Space's Enigma. Please watch my update videos, it'll explain a lot more. Yeah, we announced, following on from Serenity, that I've come back. Build a Dreadnought for RDBI like the Zelix. We probably will do it at some point. I'd say the Exodus project is what's meant to be RDBI's greatest achievement, but it's just not really doing much so far. Oh, let's get onto the bridge here. Warp speed. Or, in this case, slow speed. Oh, Jesus Christ, you almost hit that plating. Weapon systems online. They say I can't find it. Tyler, it's right in the description of the stream. I can see it right there now. It's under the social media links. Take aim. Target lock. Fire. Wasn't where I was thinking he was hitting. I mean, heavy armor really does a couple of things to you, doesn't it? Not light armor, though. That thing can't stand a chance. I mean, look, it's barely breached a heavy armor back here. In that case, Tyler, you might have to be fresh it, so it's probably the best idea for you. Wow, we took out one hydrogen thruster already. Jeez. Target is sustained critical damage, sir. I love these cannons here because they're kind of like Battlestar cannons. That's why I like them anyway. There'll be space dragons, Captain. The other cannons used to do a lot more damage, however these still do wreck quite large, so it's still does quite a lot of damage to unshielded ships. I can't find Enigma, it's not out yet. We said the series was named Enigma, not that it was out yet, so. Yeah, Apollo is spinning at the minute. When you think about it, that is quite scary. I'd love to see a tactic of it spinning and using the ammunition at the same time. Warp speed. Today we send forth a ship not meant to wage war, but to peacefully explore the known universe. If only that were the case. If only it was a bloody exploration ship. When you think about it, it's kind of a menacing ship, isn't it? Let's just get in here a minute. Build a stealth ship. I will build a stealth ship at some point. It's just I need to do a bit more research and design. That's the idea behind it anyway. Video output low. Thank you, YouTube, for just making quality terrible. Spinning is a good trick. This shuttle would look better if it actually had its windows. Science Shuttle SS2, you are clear for boarding. Someone has forgot to open the doors. Shit. We really need a switch panel here, don't we? While we're here, let's just get rid of them a minute. How to open the doors within creative mode? Just delete them. Science Shuttle SS2, you are clear for landing in Deck 1. If this was Deck 1, we'd be stuffed. Play unturned. Ah, still that. It's not really sci-fi, is it? You are clear for docking. Repeat, you are clear for docking. There you go, kids. I say you land a shuttle safe and sound. I think I just heard a smash, actually. Forget I said that. Nope, it's actually landed. Very, very good. Well done. We landed it. Success. Great success. Right, let's get out of here. The song makes it sound like I'm hitting something. Line up for launch. Code red. Dock within the dampness. Hashtag no balls. Alright, the Apollo is now complete. We're safe and sound. Oh, we just barely shaved the side up there. What happens to this armor plating here? It's just randomly stuck here. Can we push it? We can, Captain. Make a Star Wars series, please. Maybe at some point. I've got quite a few series I'm doing at a minute anyway, so. Imagine just sending your shuttle in, like here, to investigate what's going on in here. There you go, look, we've even got our own spotlights. It's very nice. Do you reckon we can fit through this? Does anyone want me to find out? The answer is no, we cannot fit through this. We only slightly dented it, it's fine. We'll carry on as planned. Actually, do you reckon, Alright, we should have gone the other way around. If you want to leave video suggestions for the events, feel free to join my Discord server and leave suggestions in there. Hangar interior should be made of heavy armor blocks. Yes or no? You can make them with blaster blocks as well. So, it's all a matter of opinion. I do like the shuttle. Ike made the shuttle perfectly well. Mission failed. We'll get out of there next time, Captain. For a science shuttle, it does its purpose very well. And that's why I like it. Not gonna fit, not gonna fit, not gonna fit, not gonna fit. Wow, we actually made that. Jeez. Damn. This is a surprise amount of luck here. You'd be interested in building an open carrier ship. Probably at some point. Like I said, we are discussing or like designing a new carrier at the minute. This is taking time as everything does. Can you play Starbones? Yes, I got Starbones when it first came out. Does Adria have a dedicated heavy fighter bomber? Yeah, it's a 302 or 203. That technically rolls into everything. What is the ship you're in? This is the Pathfinder shuttle. It's a science shuttle, not armed with any weapons or anything. Purely science. However, at the minute I'm currently ramming it through a starship. I'm just surprised it can actually fit in and out of that. That'd be a cool scene to actually film. It's like, Captain. Surprised we didn't catch from the cells. You should change the title of it live. It'd be called Fleet Destroying. Fleet Destroying, yeah, just casually breaking stuff. Brace for slow down. Luckily the ship starts and stops really fast, he says, almost crashing into the bulkhead. Oops, we may have dented the back of it there. Let's not talk about that. There's no scratches on the paintwork. Look, it's all fine. Nothing even got dented. We're fine. That may have got dented. I can't actually see where I'm driving. It's fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. I almost got the gun. Oh, hey! How many parsecs have you run? She did 10 parsecs in the first 20 seconds. I just remembered that I need to get better computer. My current one is a 6-year-old laptop. I can't run this game, so I can't play Space Invaders. I need the game. Yeah, I'd recommend that. Do I need ODST tubers? That'd be cool. I love it. Colony server. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna Can you do a live stream that consists of only you talking to your viewers? Have you not seen these streams before? What do you think we do most of the time? You should play Trench Run roleplay video. That'd be interesting. Do you reckon we can go and spy in Apollo's bridge? Maybe with Jack, actually. No damage blocks found. Alright. Hello. That'd be pretty creepy, wouldn't it? Just seeing a shuttle parked there. Flying through building an interplanetary missile. Do we need an interplanetary missile? Whoops, I just shaved off a nacelle. That's kind of awkward. Both of those antennas are buggered now. Oh well. Mark, for the 50th time, I'm not adding any more lines to the Apollo. Can I send you my correct cam? Sure, you can feel free to drop it into a Discord server. I'm happy to take a look at anyone's design builds. Right, I may have caught the engine on that side. However, we have made a bigger gap. That's the benefit. Oh wow, we actually took up the sides there. This is a building stream. We're testing the builds of it. See, and they can fit. That's how good they are. Let's clean this world up. We need to get the Apollo back in. Jack, if I get a second 1080, Jack, if I get a 780 1080, do you want it? Because I already have one. Well, you're not going to get me one, and you're already having troubles with your current 1080 Ti from what I read in Discord, so, you fix your troubles with 1080s first. My PO box address is in my stream, feel free to send it. Can you build a Unity longbow? I don't really build Unity recreations, is the only issue. So yeah. You make a heavy fighter. We have a heavy fighter. I said this earlier. Our heavy fighter is these designs here, or this one, and the other one. So our fighters are rolled into one, which is essentially the best part. I need to read something quickly. Dun 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 dun. How about some shields? Yeah, they usually do have shields. I don't include them on here anyway because it will lag normally, and it's just not the lag I need unless we're filming it. So. Awesome. I wouldn't recommend buying it off Fizzy, to be honest. Can you work on Discovery sometime on live stream? We could at some point, but Discovery I'm kind of hit a brick wall on really, because it's got a few elements that need designing, but just yeah. If anyone wants to ask any questions, let's do a little Q&A segment. The chat has my full and undivided attention in a minute, so feel free to go for it. Any questions you have about RWI, anything at all, throw them at me now. RWI vs Imperial Starship. We could do, now the Apollo's actually ready, we could do a few battle videos for it. That would be quite cool. Cloaking device. Jack doesn't build ships, just schemes at them to make ship and venom, makes ship and fear. I mean, the Apollo's mostly mine, so. Does I have a dedicated cargo ship? Yeah, we've been building it in a stream there, it's like a little one there. Do you like the Next Generation? Yeah, it's one of my favourite series. A lot of people left. They do in live streams mostly. It dropped to a low quality as people leave. Sergeant Discovery, very good series. Dualistic battle, both teams get ships, but you must be in survival mode. Survival mode battles just don't work. What's your favourite colour? Red, probably. I don't know, I think I like red. I can't help it, but the ship is lacking with Shrine of the God Empire. Fucking God Emperor. Are we transport anyone? We do have a transport, really. It's a Valkyrie. There's service transports. Make a Daedalus X class, like the Galaxy S class. We could do that. That's essentially going to be the Odyssey, because the Odyssey class, which is the next version, is going to be like a bigger version of the Apollo. It's going to be like a totally redesigned version. So I'd say wait and see the Odyssey. Do you have a ram ship? Yeah, the Hellhound's technically a ram ship. No, it's like a station ground bases. Ground stations, yeah. I mean, we have the Phoenix as well, which is like the head-on one. That's got a lot of cannons loaded up front, a lot of like fast action something. Do something Star Wars, please. I've got a ton of Star Wars videos on the channel. Feel free to check them out. Can you do Battlefront? Do a Battlefront campaign. I don't know what that is. I must assume that is an error. You can assume what you want. What do you think of an Android human-sized NPCs for faction fighting ships, repair boarding? That's everything. Probably good. What was the first small ship you've ever made? Oh, you're asking me a long time ago now. Love the Empire at War videos. Awesome. We've got another Empire at War video tomorrow. It's the part more of a campaign, which I'm enjoying playing again, obviously. Make a Dreadnought. We'll make one at some point. Zardi will have an ODST Corp. Not really. That would be copying straight from Halo. We have Marine Division. That's probably the next best thing. So, Marines. What's your favourite Star Trek film? It would be Star Trek 7, The Undiscovered Country. Because that one teaches a lot about understanding and has quite a few jokes. And it's basically the last bow to the original Star Trek cast. That's why I like it. Space. A final frontier. Can you do a Battlestar Galactica battle? Yes, we are probably going to be doing one of those very soon. Runner players, how you doing? Long time no see. Why is RDY black and red? Why not? What about an Insurgent Dreadnought? Could do. Do you have a medical ship? Not yet. Basically, the defender ships you see, the ones you see me spawning quite a lot, they essentially act as like a multi-purpose starship. So those are quite a good example of what we do have. By the way, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream very close now because I am shattered today. Basically, I've been doing a lot of work for 2 jobs recently, and it's just very tiring. But I am going to be chilling my Discord server a bit while I just basically do a little bit of paperwork and chat to you guys. So if you do want to join my Discord server, the link is here below. I will paste it into the chat now. Feel free to come and join us. I'll be chilling in the lobby of my server, yeah, and having a chat with everyone. Are there any RDB stations? Yes, we showed 2 off in the last stream. I would spawn in now, but it would lag a game. There's RDB Cyrus Station, and we showed another one off here. What's your favourite ship? In my builds, it would be the Apollo at the minute. Why not black and white? Because I wanted black and red. I made an RW Eclipse out of Lego. Awesome. Fun fact, the Vengeance one I showed you earlier, the giant grey ship with nacelles, was originally made out of Lego to begin with. You should get a lot of drones. They're cheap and agile. I don't really like drones. Build a ground base. We've got tons of ground bases. Could you do the ship of... Do you mean Snoke? I think you mean Snoke. But yeah, we've got that on Monday, so look out for that. Do a Dreadnought versus Imperial Fleet or Corvettes. That could be interesting. But it is camo to space. But I like my ships being black and red. And nothing anyone says is going to change that. When should we be expecting Planet War Season 2? As I mentioned, Planet War Season 2 is called Space's Enigma now. I've renamed the series because it essentially just turned into that. That guy says the stream's boring. Let's go look at... Let's hide his channel from here. Because you can't be arsed with people. Yeah, guys, I'm going to head off now. I've got to go and do some stuff quickly because that would make more sense. However, if you would like to join my Discord server, I will be chilling in the lobby in there in literally 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, come join us and chat to us. It'd be quite cool. What if we added human-sized drones to program ship construction? Could be a good idea. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, I'm the end of stream here. I will see you in my Discord server. Make sure to click my link and join our lobby. We'll all be sat there in about 5 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching this short and impromptu stream. I hope you enjoyed all the insights, especially the Apollo now being finished. We're very close to 70,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone for subscribing. I will catch you on Saturday for our main live stream. And yeah, see you soon. Goodbye.